What's up, guys? It's Desro. Welcome back to another video of Overwatch. Today we're going to be doing a VOD review. He's actually one of my sub, but you don't have to be a sub to submit VOD reviews. I might actually just open up to YouTube and not even require sticks for it. But right now, what you need to do is you need to watch the stream for 1500 minutes. And with 1500 sticks, you can submit a VOD review. I'm actually going to put out a video also on how to submit a VOD review because, you know, I want to help you guys out. I think VOD reviews are like fun as well to do. There's all sorts of goofy things. Maxim right here is in gold. I played with him a bunch last night, actually. I played with some sub on Discords, and he did pretty well, but we're going to see what he needs to improve. Right now, his team is goofing the fuck off. Way too far in front. So sometimes when you play Reinhardt, you need to take a little bit on of the leadership role, and it's a little bit counterproductive here if you don't want to like speak up or boss people around, but like his people are being clowns and they need to be like behind him because you're not really holding at the choke. Even with the May, so like I'll give you an example right here. We're gonna take out the pen. So the May needs to be, oh, that's like a bit too thin. Let's do that. Let's do green, right? So the May needs to be here, and your team needs to be like behind you. Rodog can be here sometimes, but most of the time that my Rodogs are here, they just end up getting picked off. And yeah, so May's here, and then they walk in, and then she walls one or two, and then you can charge forward. But you have to make the decision quick, because even for me, sometimes like the May will wall, and then like I'll take like a second or two to make my decision, and by the time I charge in, the wall comes down, and I just get shit on. So anyway, his people are out of position. It can be a little bit. It can be a little bit intimidating to boss them around. I think that's what he's trying to tell them. Like, guys, we should play a bit far back. But eventually, he wants to be part of the fun as well. So yeah, they're all holding over here, which is in a great location. We're gonna focus on what Maxim does good in just a second here.
I need to try to new summit. I haven't played her since.
He's trying to socialize. So do they have a Roadhog? Yeah, so they have a Roadhog. So basically, anytime the hook's on cooldown, you don't necessarily need to keep your shield up. But of course, you're in gold, so it can be a bit scary because you don't know if you're gonna get healed by your team. It's a solo heal Mercy right now. So, yeah, you like okay. So right there, like. Right there, your supports, if we go back just a little bit, your supports were actually like in front of you. Well, the Symmetry and the May, like you don't have, you're full HP as well. So like, once Orion goes and charges him like that, as long as you make sure that you don't get grenaded by Ana and you don't become purple, you can go and walk him a little bit. So you try to do that eventually, but just quicker reflex. It's always good. You're trying to figure out who's behind you and whatnot. There's a Roadhog in front. Oh, that was a greater chatter. I didn't even like see the potential there. So they're running Ana and sorry, they're running a Lucio and a Zen. So that's great for you. You can be well, maybe not too aggressive, like that kind of. Oh, you got res. So that's nice. Yeah. So you don't have Ana to keep you up at all times. You have a Mercy. So it's a bit more scary. But basically, whenever the hook is down, you can try to walk a little bit. So see here, you're holding for nothing really, because besides the Zen, no one's walking forward, and by the time they're gonna engage, your shield's already halfway down. So now you're trying to recharge it, but see, like the shield's still not full HP. So shield management is a huge thing with Ryan. Even me, like there's actually like a pro player that gave me a bunch of tips last night. He was like, yeah, dude, like sometimes good Reinhardts will get down to 100 HP before they shield up, because the shield battle is like huge right now in the meta. Because if your shield's broken, you're gonna get earth shattered on, you're gonna get hooked and all that. And yeah, you're trying your best. Like, so see here, like the May's in front of you and you're walking forward. There's times like that where you're gonna have to compromise, and even if it like puts you a little bit out of position, you're gonna have to walk forward to like, because the Mercy died. I don't know if she died because she took too much damage because you walk forward. Maybe we can take a look. But there'll be times where, yeah, she definitely took too much damage because you were walking for backwards. I mean, your shield broke, so... But she would have had more HP when your shield broke if you, like, tried to cover her. But there'll be times where you'll try to help someone out. And like, it's better if... Oh, by the way, I forgot to turn on the light today. It's better to make the wrong play with someone else than to let someone else make the wrong play and give them 0% chance of success. So there'll be times where you'll have to compromise and shoot yourself in the dick and bleed out. But at least, you know, you might save humanity, right? So like, then when those situations happen, if you have the determination and courage to tell them afterwards, in a polite manner, like, hey, Mercy, like, I tried my best to help you, but you screwed us over, like me and you, like, I had to, like, it's hard to communicate because, like, the biggest thing with playing competitive and trying to rank up is that depending on what time of the game the mistakes are made, the earlier the biggest mistakes happen and you can tell them, the better it might be for the rest of the game. But let's say, like, the game is 3/4 done and someone does something completely retarded, telling them off or just informing them of their retardation doesn't do much because, you know, there's only like 1/4 left of the game, and them fixing their play right there and then is not gonna help immediately. Might help for the future, but at that point people are, like, pretty pissed off because, you know, probably already lost the game when there's 1/4 left and all that. But early on you can tell them, like, yo, you really, like, you like, I did my best to help you, but, like, you killed us. And so in that situation, I mean, the Mercy or positioning is not the best. What I'm saying right now was more of, in general, when you have to compromise yourself for someone else, you try to, like, let them know, like, hey, I tried to help you out, but I can't do that every time. Like, you're gonna have to try to play a bit more behind my shield. So anyway, that was a decent... Let's take a look at what you did just there. So you came out... Okay, so you sort of charged before seeing anything. Like, you come out here. Let's slow it down. So you come out, right? So you see the soldier right in front of you. And then you see the road dog. You don't seem to see anyone else, right? If you walked one more time, or if you just... By the way, always flame strike. Flame strike is like breathing, right? You missed a beat, you start being blue, and, like, everything goes wrong. It's the same thing with, like, flame strike. If you can line, like, 2 people or more, always flame strike. Always, always, always. 200 HP characters, their HP is cut in half when you flake strike them. And with a flame strike and a hurt shatter here, you actually wipe them. Like, you actually fucking wipe them. But instead you charged in. Then you, like, with that charge, you spreaded them out so that your own or shatter was going to be a lot harder to land. And then the road dog shotguns you twice, and then you die. In a very sad fashion. I have a feeling you're going to hold here, though. Ah! Saved by the bell. Good or shatter. The wall's actually... Again, not enough flame strikes. So shield management, flame strikes... those are like your biggest thing right now, especially flame strikes. Like, you see, like, that's a good flame strike. Like, you try to, like, land a flame strike there, but it's like you're playing like a music piece, right? You gotta follow the tempo. Like, every 6 seconds, like, how juicy can my flake strike be? Sort of throw one there. You get a decent amount. Oh, yeah, they're frozen, so you're trying to contribute. Ah, flame strike. Yeah, no, that's good. That's a little bit dangerous. That was a good one. Flame strike again. When they're on the ground, it's one of the best things, because that's when you can really line them up and do the best. But yeah, you're gonna hold here. That's why the video is so short, I think. So your Mercy actually clutched it for you. I think you could have wiped them. Like I said, that previous fight, you probably could have wiped them. But then you got saved by the bell, and then Mercy rested you, and then you ended up wiping them. But you could have wiped them by yourself, I think. All right. So the May, wasting your first wall. So see, like, you don't need to hold your shield, like, from, like, the spawn point, right? Oh, there's a Bastion as well. You need to walk to the right of the statue here. I mean, there's a May, so... Yeah, there's a May, so that kind of... Oh! Oh, man, that sort of pin is, like... So, like, even myself lately, I've been trying to gamble on pins and trying to get, like, a long-distance pins, because sometimes they feel funny and good, but it's, like... It's a huge gamble, it's not worth. So, like, unless, like... I don't know how to, like, explain it here. Like, unless, like... Someone is here, right? Someone's standing here and you're over there. So you pin them, right? The wall is right behind them. But the last thing you want is to pin someone here. And you're over there. You have, like, so much distance to get sleep, to get hooked, to get maybe even earth shattered. So you never want to, like, pin over really long distances. And you never want the pin target to have the wall too far behind whoever you're trying to pin. So that pin was just no bueno. Oops. There you go. Okay, let's see how you proceed for the rest of the fight. That's a nice flame strike. I think you're the last one left. He was a bit too slippery. It happens. I shield up, shield up. Who's left? Can you hear, like, the last one on point getting a tick? What? Honestly, if you're, like, the last one and you don't know, like... If you're the last one and you don't know where to go, like, I'd sit on this corner of the point with my shield up. Then you get a good vision of who's coming in, and then you just walk back this way. Not even, like, around the statue, just back this way, and then, yeah, you just wait for reinforcement, because, like, you got a tick, but you dying screws up the next push. And then, Genji dies to Bastion. It's, you almost have her chatter. They have a Reinhardt, but you have a Junkrat, so shouldn't be too hard to break the shield. I don't know what your team's doing in there. That's a little bit, see here again. I mean, you did good, but I think you could have just wiped them with, like, the Earth Shatter. Hold on. I think you could have just wiped them with, like... Okay, so you see, like, how they're all freaking lined up. Just do one flame strike. Sometimes they can be hard to aim. Sometimes you'll miss. One flame strike, and then after that you jump over and you go whack once. And then once you whack them once, instead of being all the way over there, you're right next to the TP, and then you can kill the TP. Because, again, if you pin someone, the wall should be right behind them. It shouldn't be, like, you know, oser le mok-mok, comme on dit. Alright? So you're on the TP. Mercy's helping you out. Oh, Bastion's out. Oh, they have two out. But now, then you win the game. That's a good game. So I guess the three biggest things would be more flame strikes, better shield management and leadership, and yeah, the pins are not so great. And even for me, like, you need to be constantly scanning what's in front of you. Like, if I make a pin, is the wall behind? How many people are gonna be, like, fucking me up while I pin? Will I get sleep? Do I have a Zarya to bubble me? I know, like, you're in Gold League, so that's, like, a lot of info all at once that, like, your mini computer inside your head has to process and all that. But that was a good VOD review. He's on the verge of plat. As of last night, he's on the verge of plat, so it'll be interesting to see where he lands. Thank you so much, Maxim, for submitting this VOD review. Like I said, I might open it up to the people on YouTube as well, but for now it's just the folks on Twitch. And he turned out to be a subscriber as well, so you know, feels a little extra special. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. If there's any criticism, comments on my play, or not my play, my commentary that you guys have for me, I'm open for it. And yeah, thank you for watching, and have a good time.